Hi there, in this quick video we're going to show you how to get the most out of this URL generator. It's really designed for sales teams to generate sales contracts instantly with a bunch of information pre-filled. This is helpful in building sales momentum so that when the client sees the contract, all of the basic things you already know are sort of filled in, and that just gets them into the contract that much faster. So I'll show you what I mean. If you build a URL, something like this, where you have this might be your name, and then this might be your actual document. So we'll go through and generate one from the top. But basically, if you just load the page as it stands, everything's going to come blank. Here's what I mean. There's none of these variables on the left side, and we don't know the URL. We've built this in such a way that what you can do is pre-fill information, and that's so that you can bookmark it and then have this handy little tool which will instantly generate a sales contract for you. So in a moment we'll take one from the top, but let me show you what I mean. So notice what we did is all we had to do was append this information, question mark base URL equals, and if you need any help with this, we can contact our help team. That's part of what we can do for you. This variable here shows the number of rows that we're going to show. We don't know how many variables you want to define, so in this case we have it U set to 5. It's going to show 5 rows worth. In this case, rep name. Notice that here it's blank. So if we wanted to, Bob 20 Jones. This is a little techie, but if we do something like this, now what's going to happen is the rep name is going to be filled in as Bob Jones with a space. So the 20 becomes a space. So what that is like, as I mentioned, it allows you to instantly give your sales team a generator. And the way it works with things like fee amount, we do have the ability to show both hidden and visible sales fields. So let me show you what I mean.
Here I am in Heather's account, the help account, and what we'll do is we'll just create a new doc and we'll call this demo. Sales demo test 1. And what we'll do is we'll just use the quick start tool. So what I want to do, just for example demo purposes, I want to show you 2 different examples. So we want a text box. We'll call this price 1. Okay, now in this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this required. If I make it not editable, so here's non-editable. What you need to do is ensure that the URL on the URL generator matches this field exactly, precisely, and it is cap sensitive. So what we'll do is we'll go back here to rep name and we'll just put in price1 equals 3,000. And what that's going to allow us to do, alright, so let me save this. We'll set this to swiftcloud.ai, and we want it to email me when we're done. So email me. Okay, that's fine. So we hit save, we hit preview. Once we hit preview, what we want to do is get the entire URL. So in that case, we just copy that, and after this question mark, we're going to put this information in here. So right in here, just like so. And then we're going to pull out the HTTPS. We don't need that information because that's predefined. All right, so now when we go back to the URL generator, so notice really quickly that I put this as non-editable. And this just looks like regular text. So notice it says $5,000, and that's because that's the default. So in this case, what we're going to do is I have the price 1 set to $3,000. So now if we hit preview, this says $3,000, not $5,000. But if I pull this part out of the URL, right here, it's going to say go back to 5,000, which is the default. So I wanted to show you what that looks like. Now if you choose to, back on the document, if we pull out this short tag, read only, it's going to look like an input that the person can fill. So we'll hit preview now. Notice now it says 5,000. It's got 5,000 pre-filled, but it looks editable. So I just wanted to show you that. If you have any questions about the URL generator, by all means reach out to us. It's an incredibly powerful tool. As I mentioned, typically used for
for sales teams or any really document that you need signed many times, and you need the ability to change certain fields in it some of the time, but maybe not all the time, or something like that. It's a powerful tool. Hope it helps.